After a successful transfer window for Manchester United, the fans finally started feeling optimistic, thinking that the comeback was near. But after the first 3 matches of this season, the mood quickly shifted. The team won only 1 match, barely scraping by, lost twice to Brighton, and then suffered a 3-goal defeat to Liverpool. The coach, however, seemed unaware of the problems the team is facing, speaking at press conferences as if he's already won the Premier League. As for the management, they've issued statements supporting Ten Hag and the players, even though the team sits in 14th place. But is this real support, or just a clever way of distancing themselves so they won't face criticism at the end of the season? These are the questions that Manchester United fans are pondering. The common factor in all of these concerns is the coach, Ten Hag. Will he succeed in meeting the season's expectations, or will he depart like those before him? First, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Here, Carlto Sports. Let's dive into analyzing why Ten Hag has struggled with Manchester United so far. First, his comments off the pitch have often been provocative. For instance, after the 3-0 loss to Liverpool, instead of calming the fans following such a disastrous performance against their fierce rivals, Ten Hag chose to fuel their frustration. When a reporter asked him why the same issues and mistakes keep recurring over the past 2 seasons, despite half the squad being his own selections, Ten Hag responded by saying that the problems were there before his arrival and pointed out that he's won the most trophies after Manchester City since taking charge. This statement brings to mind Jose Mourinho's famous Football Heritage press conference, where he proudly highlighted the team's achievements before his arrival. Typically, such comments signal that a manager senses their time is nearing its end and is trying to salvage their reputation in any way possible. When we look at trophies, Ten Hag has only won 2 titles. Yes, 2 cups, but that's hardly the remarkable achievement expected from a Manchester United manager. In fact, the team's results, especially last season, were disappointing, leaving fans feeling more frustrated than proud. United finished last season in 8th place. Even Chelsea, a team everyone mocked throughout the season, ended up higher in the standings. United lost 14 matches, scored 57 goals, and conceded 58, leaving them with a negative goal difference of -1. These negative numbers have caused some United fans to lose hope in Ten Hag, believing his time as coach should have ended in the summer. The second reason for his failure is his poor game management, which has been evident over the past 2 seasons. He always seems to lack alternative solutions. For example, in the recent Liverpool match, the team started well during the first 15 minutes, but when Liverpool's coach Slot decided to change tactics, United completely collapsed. Liverpool's tactical shift was simple yet effective. Gravenberch was pushed forward to exploit his physical strength, while Mac Allister stayed deeper during the press, exposing Manchester United's midfield frailties. The problem wasn't just with Casemiro, it was the entire system that crumbled. Despite Ten Hag fielding a strong defensive line consisting of Dalot, De Ligt, Lisandro Martinez, and Noussair Mazraoui, with Onana, renowned for his playmaking from the back, the team failed at every attempt to build attacks. Even after Casemiro was subbed off in the second half, the problem persisted because it wasn't about one player's performance. It was a deeper issue with the overall organization. United fans have started comparing Ten Hag to other managers, like Postecoglou at Tottenham or Ernest Slot at Liverpool, and how they've managed to elevate their teams with outstanding performances. Meanwhile, Ten Hag's side has shown little to no improvement, leaving supporters frustrated. The third reason lies in the signings made under his reign, which seem more like an attempt to rebuild Ajax than to strengthen United. Players like Antony were brought in for staggering fees, 95 million euros, yet their performances hardly justify such a price tag. Malaysia was supposed to be a solid backup for Luke Shaw, but he's injured more often than not, to the point where fans have forgotten his squad number. As for Mount and Onana, the former can't stay off the injury list, while the latter is conceding goals far too easily. The fourth reason for his failure is his ongoing issues with the players, which often surface unnecessarily. There's no need to revisit the Cristiano Ronaldo saga, it's well documented. However, his handling of other players raises eyebrows. Take Sancho, for instance. Ten Hag benched him for lack of discipline in training, a decision that earned him some praise. But when it comes to Rashford, he didn't receive the same treatment, despite being inconsistent and delivering one of his worst seasons last year. This double standard has left many questioning his approach. With the start of this season, Marcus Rashford continues to feature in the starting lineup, even though players like Amad Diallo and Garnacho have been delivering better performances and truly deserve a chance. The outcome was that Ten Hag turned Casemiro into an easy target for fans' criticism, much like what happened previously with De Gea, and now it's happening again with him. A smart coach is one who adapts his tactics to suit his players' strengths or excludes those who can't fit his style from his plans. Ten Hag, however, seems to be trying to have it both ways, but in doing so, he risks losing control. As the season progresses, the big question remains. Will Ten Hag be able to turn things around and save himself? Or will this chapter end on a sour note, forcing him to leave the club? Everyone is waiting to see how it all unfolds. Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit like, follow, and share.